Hi class, Dr. Rankin here. Just wanted to give you a little bit of insight on this next paper that you have coming up. I want to make sure that everybody is on the same page. When we have a paper that is in APA format, it's going to look different than this paper because this is a memo. You can see the word memo here. That's important because that tells you the format we're looking at for the paper. If it says APA, then I expect it to be double spaced, and I expect it to be New Times Roman 12-inch font and have headings for each section. Usually a heading is going to be derived from the prompt so that I can see what portion of the assignment you're answering at that time. So those are kind of important organizational things that help to make sure you get the best grade, because when I can see that what you're saying is matching what is being asked of you, it makes it much easier to come to a grade, and I don't miss anything that you might have layered in some place that was hard to see. For this assignment, you're looking at users are asking you to make some system changes, and you're coming in as a member of the Change Advisory Board. This is a medium-sized company, so you can see here this is the scenario that you need to pay attention to. In this scenario, they're giving you a lot of information, but what's missing is some of the key details that you're going to need in order to do this job. So you're going to need to contact the user to get more details, and that's what the assignment is going to be. You are going to write a memo of at least 2 pages. Now keep in mind, memos are single-spaced, so in essence, this is like writing 4 double-spaced pages. You're going to give details on what you need. You're going to be specific. You can use bulleted lists. You also want to include, after you talk about the details that you need, you want to talk about what specific questions do you have? What additional details does the user provide? What goals, what your goal is to eliminate ambiguity so you can do a proper review at the Change Advisory Board. And if approved by the board, it should meet the user's expectations. So that's what you're trying to get to know. You're trying to get to know the user's expectations. Use the tools in the Smith chapter on change management to guide your work, but customize this to the request here in the scenario. You want to customize it to the request in the scenario. Now, this is going to be a memo format. I quickly went to Google and said business memo format. You can see it comes up very easily, shows you many examples of what a business memo format looks like. The main difference is that a business memo is going to be single-spaced, and that paragraphs are not indented. Instead, a space is put before a paragraph. So every new paragraph, you have a space. In business memos, you can have headings. They will not be centered. They will be left justified and in bold, and they will help divide up the work. When you have a 2-page memo, it might be helpful to divide it up. My initial thoughts would be to divide it in the first part of the assignment, which is the additional details that you need, and then have another sections on specific questions you have, and then maybe a final section on what additional details does the user need to provide. Think about this as I'm reading this summary, and this is all the facts I have. And then now I'm being asked to create a system change request. What is it that I'm missing? And that's what you need to point out in this work. And again, it will be 2 pages, single-spaced, with spaces between paragraphs, and headings would be nice. They're not always typical in a memo, but a memo typically isn't over a page. So longer memos would be good to have headings in there. Let's just say it that way. Okay, hopefully this will be helpful for you. And if you have any questions, as always, please let me know. Have a great rest of your day.